What's up, racing fans? This is Keith with Each and Every Stride, coming at you with another racing recap. We saw a lot of Kentucky Derby prep races, a lot of big performances on the racetrack. I want to go over those results with you here on the Each and Every Stride YouTube channel. So give this video a like and subscribe to the channel too. Make sure you get those notifications on. Going to be a lot of content coming your way for this Kentucky Derby trail, the first Saturday in May at Churchill Downs for the big Kentucky Derby. So let's go over these results here. We got the Withers, the Holy Bull, and also the Robert Beat Lewis I want to talk about as well. A lot of outstanding performances. The point structure is going up for these top finishers in these races. So as the point structures go up, the heating and the racing action goes up as well. So a lot of great action here on the track. So make sure you subscribe here to Each and Every Stride. So let's go over some of these results here. We had a kind of an up and down kind of day here, betting wise for me, but hope you guys cashed big time on these races. Some pretty good betting opportunities, at least in these two. I know the Robert B. Lewis was only a 5-horse field, but I'll be talking about that one as well. So we had the Withers. It was race 7 at Aqueduct. Thought it was a very talented field here. For me, I didn't get this race right, but I hope you did too. We saw a big performance by Captain Cook. So I want to talk about this horse here. Captain Cook did go off as the 5-2 choice in the Withers on February 1st. This horse didn't even really break that sharp and ended up 3 wide on both turns. So it was actually, for practical joke, I was talking about this horse in my analysis. I like the pedigree. It wasn't in my picks, but Rick Dutrow, the trainer, second time out, does really well with these horses and did really well to repel the challenge of Surfside Moon, long shot, number 2, that actually finished second and went 33-1 off at the tote board. So big effort there by the number 2, but take nothing away from number 6, Captain Cook. He gets 20 qualifying points for the road to the Kentucky Derby. And now I've also seen some quotes in the media saying that they're already going to point this horse, Captain Cook, to the Wood Memorial. And those Derby points, really, that's 100, 50, 25, 15, and 10. So it's going to be a really great setup for the connections here in Captain Cook. And let's just go over how I how I did play this race. So I was way off on this one. No, Uncle Jim and Mo Quality, they didn't really do any favors for themselves on this. Now, you had Uncle Jim actually made the lead very nicely, which I liked, but I didn't really expect that. I didn't expect him to actually set the pace. So, because I said he was too close to the pace last time, thought he was going to have more of a stalking trip. Didn't really see any horse that kind of wanted the lead. And Mo Quality, my second choice, was really rank, had the head thrown in the air, the mouth open. I just knew right away that was kind of trouble for Mo Quality. Those two went a little quick. And as I mentioned, Captain Cook was 3 wide on both turns, made the strong middle move to secure his win in the Withers. So big, big connections here. They actually have a lot of options. I think that the Wood makes total sense for this horse, traveled really nicely and finished strong here in the Withers. Well, let's talk about that. That was an offer for me, but I want to talk about the Holy Bull. We cashed on this. If you followed here on my Road to the Kentucky Derby show, cashed on this race here for the Holy Bull. So let's talk about it, this field here that we had. Now, we did have Burnham Square, a horse that I like the pedigree for Ian Wilkes, ends up winning this one. Now, he did break kind of slow, the number 7. I broke a little slow, so read some quotes in the media that Edgar Zayas aboard had to kind of go to plan B, and I thought it was a great ride, kind of save, ground at the rail, move this horse, the number 7, Burnham Square, the winner, right to the rail. And this horse just doesn't get tired. I've actually read that many times in the media and visually on the track. I saw it too, which is a nice recipe for a Kentucky Derby horse at the classic distance. So you had Edgar Zayas aboard and Ian Wilkes looking to get to the Derby here. This horse was sent off as the 4-1 choice. Burnham Square settled off the pace, and Kinetic Control led. The number 1 horse led in the opening quarter, and then Guns Loaded took over. through the first three quarters of a mile at that point. And then Burnham Square angled outside and made his move. Now, my top choice, Tappan Street, raced very well, I think, for second, moved to the lead, headed to the stretch, but Burnham Square really had much more horse, paid $10.60 to win, overtook Tappan Street, and pulled away to win by, looks like, yeah, length and three quarters. Now, Tappan Street did go off as the favorite in this one. I was against Ferocious, so that was something I had right there as a horse player. But let's talk about the casher that we had on this one. So I always box these three horses. So always box them. So I had my top pick was Tappan Street. My second choice was Burnham Square, the winner. I love the pedigree there of Liam's Map. Big upside for this horse. I think that Burnham Square, the way that he travels on the track, I think it's a nice setup there for the Kentucky Derby, a big Derby prospect. And then we had the Burning Glory, number 6 horse here, was my value long shot at 8-1, finishes third. So we had a nice payout here of the exacta, pays $17.90 if you box these three. And then the trifecta paid $42.50. That was for the 50-cent wager there. So we cashed it on this one. That's right. So we got to get these winners here. Appreciate you guys following along on this. And Burnham Square, 20 Kentucky Derby points he got with the win here in the Holy Bull. Tappan Street still gets 10 Derby points. So big upside. I think those two horses look good. Burning Glory outfinished Fierceness for third. I was kind of rooting that one home almost for third place there. So nice exacta and try if you followed along here on the show. Right, guys. Thanks so much for tuning in here. So, we got those two winners. Now, I didn't put a show together for the Robert B. Lewis, but let's talk about Citizen Bull here. Horse that really impressed on the front end. It was kind of a merry-go-round race that you see a lot at Santa Anita. He earns a higher speed figure than his juvenile champion win, and the fractions were faster. Now, I know that this was a different racetrack, but for Citizen Bull, now he's got 60 Kentucky Derby points. It's going to be interesting to see what Bob Baffert and the connections do at this point. If this horse runs one or two more times for the Kentucky Derby, I think at this point, why would you ship this horse all the way to Oaklawn, across the country? He's already got 60 qualifying points. From years past, 60 is really a pretty safe bet to get into the starting gate for the first Saturday in May. But I'm not the one that makes those decisions. I'd like to see this horse get challenged a little bit on the front end more, though, with a larger field. It'd be cool to see that, though, for Citizen Bull. I think he's got a great running style. I think, the fact that the speed figures came back strong after the juvenile championship win. So it's going to be interesting. Things are really heating up here on the Kentucky Derby trail. So this is Racing Recap. I come out with it every Monday, usually during the day. I've been trying to do it in the morning, but during the day, the last couple of weeks. So we go over the results of the races that I give out here on the Each and Every Stride YouTube channel. So give me a follow at Each Every Stride on X, Twitter. Appreciate that support, everybody. I'm closing in at 100 subs right now. So give me a subscribe here on Each and Every Stride. And before you know, we're going to have the Super Bowl coming up this Sunday. So going to have some show for that as well. So appreciate the support, everybody. This is Racing Recap. We'll see you next time.